Hey guys, welcome back to Football by Rob. It's Rob here, and the World Cup finals just ended like what half an hour or so ago, and we've had the trophy distribution and everything, and it's all done now. Spain are the World Cup champions, as I predicted at the start of the tournament. I expected them to win the final. I didn't expect Argentina to be in the final. My final was Spain versus Norway, but nonetheless, Spain have gone and done it. Ferran Torres in the 106th minute in a match they have thoroughly dominated. Argentina, I mean, they had a good run coming up to the final, but they were second best from the first minute right to the last in this game. There's no easy way to put it. No sugarcoating it. Not that I really want to sugarcoat it. Also, I don't really care about them. I'll just go through some of the stats and I'll share my thoughts on this game and what I think happened. So yeah, let's get that done. Right. So as you can see here, it's 1-0 after extra time. Ferran Torres in the 106th minute. They did have a goal prior to that as well, but for some unknown reason it was ruled out. I didn't understand exactly why it was ruled out. Maybe a handball or a foul on Emiliano Martinez or Otamendi maybe in the build-up, but felt sketch to me. I think that goal normally should be given, but hey, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. There's been a lot of conversation about officiating standards at the World Cup, and some people, not naming names, seem to have a lot of problem when the inconsistencies in the refereeing are pointed out. But I'm just glad that the team that deserved to win the tournament won the tournament, and I have no qualms in saying that. If you take a look at this game, I just want to go through some of the stats. So Spain thoroughly outplayed them, bossed them from start to finish, like I mentioned. An expected goals of 1.94. In the first half, it was 0.23. In the second half, 0.96. First half of extra time, 0.53. And then they get the goal here in the second half of extra time. And if you look at Argentina on the other side, just not at the races today at all. They had a total XG of 0.17. If you see the first half, nothing. Second half, nothing. First half of extra time, nothing. Their first shot of the game, from what I saw, I think it came in the 111th minute, but maybe that wasn't counted as a shot for them. This is Spain's entire shot map. Now I'll just show you Argentina's shot map for the whole final. Just two. This blocked attempt from Messi in the 117th minute, and Giuliano Simeone attempt from a set piece late on that went way over. And I don't know what to say. Anytime people talk about worst ever final performances in World Cup history, they'll go and tell you about this game, Brazil versus Italy. Or I know people who will bring up this game, the 2019 Champions League final between Spurs and Liverpool. I think today I can safely say that the game we watched in the World Cup final today was worse than both of those from the losing side's perspective. And I'm not saying this with any bias or anything, I'm just calling it out as it is. Even Arsenal in the Champions League final were lambasted to no end for only having 25% possession and not creating any chances and just having this much creative impetus in the entire game. But even then, they had a goal to defend and a lead that they took in the 6th minute. The fact that we've seen a World Cup final with arguably the best player in the history of the sport playing, and Argentina were this toothless, that should get the same level of hate that you have for this Italy game or the Spurs game or Arsenal or anybody. If anything, I think Argentina have crowned themselves as the ultimate harambol team in the world, even worse than anything you've seen from Jose Mourinho or an Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone side, or as much as people love to put this misnomer on Arsenal and Arteta, when it is a known fact that we actually play one of the highest blocks in the world, and we have one of the deepest blocks against us in game out. But somehow we are expected to miraculously get the ball into the back of the net without using set pieces or anything else, because those are immoral, by the way. So it's a bit rich seeing the entire discourse in the social media sphere. I collated some stats as well. So SofaScore has 0.77. I checked, it was 0.22 on FOTMob. Two shots in the whole game, zero in 90 minutes. Their first shot in the 111th minute, zero big chances created, zero shots on target, eight touches in the opposition box in the entire game, eight touches all game, and 25 fouls. Just keep the same energy, all that, all the people who love glazing Messi and talking about how this is the best story and the best storyline, best narrative, and this, that, make sure you keep the same energy for this shit too. Okay? Don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a fucking hypocrite. Coming back to the game, if you go through the rest of the stats, it was just really poor from. I mean, look at the attacking map as well. This is Spain's attacking map. This is where they had the highest concentration of play. They completely bossed the midfield. And if you look at Argentina, they rarely even got into the final third, into Spain's final third to create any issues for them. They had an issue with Lisandro Martinez getting subbed off in the first half for an injury. And I think that impacted them as well. But even before this injury, they weren't doing anything as such to set the stage alight. In all honesty, Spain just had the entire game in control. This was, I mean, I thought France were poor for being passive against Spain. In hindsight, France put up a better fight than this Argentina side, uh, and I just don't know what to make of that. It's such a disappointing final from a neutral's perspective. But yeah, that is what it is. I guess in a way, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and I guess the last two World Cup finals have also kind of spoilt us as fans because they were such high scoring affairs. But normally, finals are relatively cagey, low scoring games, where teams are more hesitant to go all out and they are always wary of being found out at the back while attempting to, make a foray forward. But this game, it was just it. This wasn't football. I mean, Tony Cruz put this tweet out, and he's been getting a lot of hate for it. Football won, and I can't help but agree with you. Football did win today. Spain thoroughly dominated. Emiliano Martinez made so many saves. That's the only saving grace, from this entire Argentine performance. Is that Emiliano Martinez? I think had an all-time performance today. He's made what nine saves, if I'm not mistaken. That's crazy. That's wild. But if you talk about everything else, even when it comes to ground duels, when it comes to aerial duels, they were just second best throughout. They didn't win enough of the second ball. They didn't have enough passes. They didn't have enough final third entries. Nothing. Nothing. Argentina had nothing for them today. And it is what it is. You've got Rodri picking up the golden ball for the tournament. You got Pau Kubarsi picking up the young player award. And I'm not sure. I think, yeah, Unai Simon. Unai Simon picked up the golden glove. Spain with a really dominating performance. I think this is the best defensive performance by any team that has won the World Cup. They've only conceded uh, one goal in the entire tournament, one or two goals. I'm not entirely sure. Let me just double check that. But either way, amazing, amazing performance. And the way they have gone about their entire, thing. Yeah, just one goal, the Charles de Ketelare goal against Belgium. Crazy, crazy. The fact that they have managed to do this whilst beating Argentina and France on their way to the trophy. It's brilliant. They beat Portugal as well. Yeah. So even that, it's just unbelievable and a thoroughly deserved World Cup win for Spain. They deserved it. They deserved it. Yeah, that's about it. Messi fans, Argentina fans, all the people whose own teams couldn't make it to the World Cup, and you were living vicariously off Messi. How do you feel? I know this doesn't take away from his legacy. Even if he had won or he had not, he's still the greatest player in the history of the sport. He's arguably going to be spoken about as the greatest player all time, even when you consider the future generations to come. I mean, we might not be around for that, but yeah, Messi is always going to be spoken in high regard, and it's not his fault that they weren't able to do anything in the game. It is down to Argentina not having enough inventiveness in their squad, in my opinion, and also partly I'll also say this. I mentioned this during the game as well on our own group chat with friends and everything. I think against this Spain team, you cannot play with a passenger in the team, even if that passenger is somebody as mercurial as Leo Messi. So I mean, they're going to be a problem. Euro 28 is not far away. This is a very young core. Everybody is young here, barring Rodri. Um, and I won't be surprised if these guys are around to win the Euro again. They're defending European and world champions now, similar to the 2008-10 Spain era. Now let's see if they can actually go back to back and win that second Euro as well and hold all three at the same time. For France, it's bittersweet. So what if, what could have been? The only silver lining in our cloud is the fact that Mbappe is the World Cup's all-time top scorer with 21 goals. He also won the Golden Boot with 10 goals in the entire tournament. Small wins, we'll take it. We'll take it. But I'm more keen to see what Zidane does now. We need to use this disappointment of losing the last two games that we've done to Spain and England and use that as fuel when we play our first Nations League game in September. And I sincerely hope that Zidane lights a fire up their backside and gets them humming immediately. Yeah, that's about it, guys. I think I'll leave it at that. Congratulations to Spain. Congratulations to Mikel Merino. Congratulations to Martin Zubimendi. David Raya. I know he didn't play a minute also, but he's going to be a World Cup winner nonetheless. Congratulations to Lamine Yamal as well. Truly amazing performance. Congratulations to Rodri. He's back at his best. Just don't be this good for City. That's all I'll say. And yeah, that's about it. Commiserations to Argentina, even though I don't really like them. It's tough to see a legend like this bow out in not the manner that he would have hoped for. But that's life. That's the way football is. It's a bit cruel sometimes. But yeah, I'm not losing any sleep over it either way. No matter who would have won, it would have been great as a spectacle, I felt. Unfortunately, Argentina didn't deliver when it came to the footballing part of it. Oh, I forgot to mention that Enzo Fernandez also, yeah, he did get sent off right at the end. I am pretty sure, I think Paredes also might have gotten sent off or gotten a card right at the end because he got into a barging contest with Gavi. So, yeah, that's about it. Argentina showed their true colors. They showed what they are like without somebody as generational as Messi. Uh, that brutish thuggery of theirs came to the forefront when things weren't going their way. And yeah, congrats to Spain. Well done. Thanks for shutting these fuckers up. I'll leave it at that, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you want to agree, disagree, if you want to hate on me because I shat on Argentina. Go on, then do it. I don't give a fuck. I'll leave a link for my artworks in the description. Check it out if you want. It always helps. I'm also planning a new series where we will be sharing gameplay capture. I'm going to be doing a Road to Glory career mode series with Como, and it's got a bunch of icons. So if you want to stick around for that, do that as well. I'll put that in a separate playlist. And yeah, we have FC26 now, so none of that FC22 Brighton bullshit. So we are actually keeping up with the times. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Have a nice one, guys. Take care. The World Cup is over. God bless. Bring on the Premier League season. Bring on club season now. See you all. Cheers. Bye.